What's the deal? Dale Cover here with another episode of the podcast. We got a special episode today because we have the writers of Code Green, which is a new dramedy series based on life at BoroughWood Psychiatric Hospital, with a cast of characters that will leave you wondering exactly who is crazy. And I got a teaser to show you, but before we show the teaser, I want to introduce you guys. We got Sarah Martin and Derek Barrus. Welcome.
Thanks for having us, Dale.
Thanks for having us, Dale.
Thanks for getting us in the schedule. This is awesome. So Code Green. I got a clip. I'm going to show you guys the clip in about 2 minutes. Can you set this up and tell them what they're about to see?
Well, it's pretty much a promotional concept trailer of a show that, you know, we're going to do about Code Green, life in BoroughWood Hospital. In this particular clip, it's going to be a very erratic patient trying to be admitted, but the staff member that's trying to admit him is pretty much like, he's like had it, he can't stand it anymore, and this patient kind of escalates, and then a nurse comes in to kind of like deflate the situation, and it doesn't work so well. Pretty much.
It definitely is life in a psychiatric hospital.
Alright, check this clip out.
I don't give a shit. I'm not signing a fucking thing until you give me a Coke or a Pepsi. I get a 12-pack in my bag. Right there. Right there. Just one soda.
Okay, I get it. It's just...
No, you don't fucking get it. You don't get a fucking thing. I'm gonna smash this fucking computer right here until you give me a Coke or a Pepsi. I'm gonna smash the fucking computer. Hey, relax, man. Just relax. Man, do I look like a fucking man to you? I don't know how to fucking man.
In here?
This
What is the
fucking
malfunction?
asshole. This guy is an asshole.
I personally don't think Eric's an asshole, but you tell me why you think he's an asshole.
That fucking guy, he's a fucking Nazi, that guy. He's an ignorant fuck. He doesn't see that I'm a lady. I'm a lady and he won't give me one of my Cokes in my bag. And don't you think about putting me in a room with a man. I will sue this hospital so fast I will own this fucking place. Oh no. Oh fucking no. No, don't you fucking dare. That's not my fucking name. My name is Blanche Marie Shaughnessy. You fucking hospitals are all the same. All you do is fuck everything up, fuck everybody's lives up. You don't care. You don't fucking care
Blanche,
at all.
do you want the underwear or not? Code Green, IPU1.
Stop!
Code Green, IPU1.
What was the patient's name?
Shaughnessy.
For fuck's sake, what do you even want?
Look, you gotta get me the fuck.
I don't have to do shit for you, Ronnie. Blanche, whatever. He's not my unit, right?
Nope.
You gotta fix this. I'm not supposed to be in here. Get me the fuck out of here.
I don't date patients currently hospitalized or women prettier than I am.
For once in your life, you can make the right decision and do it! Do it!
Get me out of this fucking place! I said assault!
I don't know whose problem it is.
Alright, that was awesome. There was a lot going on in that clip. I'm guessing you guys wrote that for a reason. You must have seen something. what was the inspiration behind this?
Well,
You must have seen some shit.
I seen some shit. No, I honestly, that was pretty close to an actual situation that I was in, working inpatient at, you know, because I worked Sarah as well, inpatient psychiatric unit for a while, and that actually is very reminiscent and derivative of a real situation that occurred, where a patient had a specific item that he wanted, and it was honestly the most ridiculous beverage choice. Not the Coca or Pepsi, but you know, it was a different thing. But
Shasta.
yeah. But it came down
the dollar store special.
the Dollar Tree. Only the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
But honestly, it came down to this patient would not sign a single piece of paper until he got this drink. And at first I was like trying to reason with him, and then it went to me just being deflated, and then I called the head nursing supervisor to come down to negotiate this drink to get him admitted into this hospital. So that's like a very real kind of born of a real experience. That in
Is that a
clip.
typical day?
Like,
at the
clearly
office?
there's a lot more going on at hand, but like the most important thing for this patient at that moment in time is that soda.
Yeah.
And it's like, we have a lot more problems to address, man.
Yeah.
But how are we gonna get you in?
Yeah.
How are we gonna get you in
Yeah.
and get you well again? And then you have like a doctor's order for something like a soda or a coffee, and it's just, they write prescriptions for these little things, but it does make a difference in a day. It's just, I think mental health is one of those things that touches everybody's lives, but it's just never talked about too.
Yeah, and that's why I like this series. It reminds me of like kind of Orange is the New Black from the perspective of they took something that we kind of knew about but not really,
Yeah.
and then they humanized it and gave us a story behind it, and it turns out it was great. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, these are real people and they have real stories. Was that your goal to kind of add that to?
Definitely, because I feel like media in general, they'll admit somebody to a hospital, and then that's where the story ends. It's just they kind of put them in a hospital, or on the other hand, they write like a horror film, and you never see what it's actually portrayed as either.
You might see cut scenes of it, like even if it's in an integral part of the storyline, you'll see like you said, the admitting, and then
Yeah.
maybe a cut scene of like what's always depicted as a horror movie, or
And then they're either out and well again, like what happened there.
yeah, what happened?
Or you just never see them again. You're
Yeah.
like, what happened there?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The narrative when people think of like psych wards, inpatient psychiatric wards, like it's you
Yeah.
get sat down in a chair and they open your mouth and then
And
it's
there's
just
padded walls
and there's padded
straight
walls.
jackets.
Yeah.
And it's
Right,
like, electric shock therapy that's like from 1920. Like, there's not.
That's
right,
not
there's
true.
a lot.
It's
there's
not
a lot of
American.
different
It's
stuff.
not American Horror Story.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it's
That's a good point, because being a layperson on the outside, that's all I know. That's what I would expect.
That's what happens in media. I feel like that's how it's only portrayed. People are like, oh, you worked at a psych hospital? Oh, that must have been interesting.
yeah. They're looking for the sensational, violent stories or whatever, or they're looking for a funny, you know what I mean, a funny
Yeah.
story, and it is like that. But there's also
There's a lot more layers to it.
so many layers. It's a full spectrum of human emotions going on in there. You
And
know?
then as a staff member, you also, even if you've never been in any sort of institution yourself, you become institutionalized.
Oh my God, yes.
And I think that scene depicts that actually really well, because it's just, nobody's paying attention to the fact that this guy's screaming. He's like, veins are popping out of his head. He has no pants.
Right. Right.
Everyone's focused on like, you can't touch that soda.
Yeah.
We're not, that's metal. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's metal. Exactly. And caffeine. You can't have that.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do in the clip, too, is, because obviously in the clip, the man is saying that he's transgender and everything. But what he's really trying to do is throw any manipulation tactic out there to get his soda. That's why we need to make we're trying to get this series made so we can show, like, there's a whole world inside psych units. And honestly,
Just bring people in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to do,
Yeah. And it's May, and you releasing this in May is no coincidence, right?
Oh, not at all. There's actually two reasons why. It's May, because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Since the 1940s, it's been pretty much like a celebration through different media outlets and different rallies and things like that, just to bring awareness to a variety of mental health diseases.
It's not just like a random Facebook day. Like, today's Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Right.
because I looked into it because I didn't know how old it was.
Right.
Yeah, and it's 1949. And that shows you how sad and how long that it's been neglected. You know what I mean? Because it really is, and that's half of the humor in the series is how severely underfunded these hospitals are. I was rationing peanut butter out, but from a jar, into little ketchup cups for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that
Peanut butter's currency in the psych hospital.
It really is.
So-
It really is.
Mental health is the first thing to be cut from any sort of health funding,
Right.
because people are like, well, that can wait. Like, no, it really can't sometimes. Like, because you get a patient who's coming into an actual inpatient psych hospital, that is the worst day of their life, probably. Like, everything has led up to that, where it's that crazy and acute, where they're experiencing that. So that's why it's just insane that they, have been closing down hospitals left and right, like state hospitals, and then they cut funding for all of that through even health insurance. Like, you want to go see a therapist, like, you're going to have to pay more out of pocket now.
Oh my God,
You're
yeah.
like, I'm trying to not go into a hospital.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not go back into rehab. I'm trying to, like,
Trying to better yourself. Oh, that's going to cost you more.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So that's why it's May, but also specifically May 1st is because that is the anniversary of the first Labor Day in America. It's also Labor Day around the world, pretty much, where you celebrate, workers' rights, and, the reason being because mental health techs never talked. It's like you just, I don't even know how to describe it. Like
infantry.
Infantry. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect, actually.
Okay, front line.
Yeah, you're on the front lines. You dig the trenches, and then you die in them, and you get no credit usually. Some nurses, but like, it's just that you never. They used to call us like human janitors and shit like that. Like,
yeah,
nurses.
glorified babysitters. What else have I heard? Yeah, no, it's like. But you are right there interacting with the patients, and you're the first line of who's going to interact with them. So you better be paying the fuck attention, because that makes a difference. But then when they start underfunding things and understaffing things, that can start to wear on them. It's like there's a whole systematic breakdown that can happen. So it just...
And does happen.
It shows that dynamic too, but it also shows the compassion that you have to stay in that. I think. Oh,
Lord, yes.
Yeah.
Because if you stay in the field for more than like a day, that, you know what I mean, or realistically more than a couple months, there's something in you that is like calling you to be there. You know what I mean? Because it's one of the most highest turnaround jobs ever. I mean,
you probably can be diagnosed with something so easily then if you stay for like longer than 10 years.
It's true. Oh, like, my God,
you should get a placard.
Yeah, you should, or at least a room on the unit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You probably already did have one, yeah.
So that's why I like, May 1st, I really wanted to like drive it home that like there is these people. And this is what we used to do as a job. These people are underpaid and overworked, just like nurses. Including
all of the nurses.
Just like nurses. The problem is that like in the industry, it's a problem within itself. You know what I mean? Where they don't train mental health techs enough. So if you don't have like a real world experience of dealing with people with mental illness, they pretty much put the young kids like 18, sometimes early 20s into a inpatient psychiatric unit, and then they're saying, okay, figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people run away.
I could have worked at Friendly's this summer.
Yeah. But here I am restraining a 400-pound man naked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
could have done anything else with your life.
Yeah.
So, it's high burnout. I think people always give that credit to like social workers. Obviously, they have a lot on their plate too. I just don't think it's as common knowledge as far as like what actually goes on.
I feel like a mental health tech isn't even a known term to the world. You
Were
know
you
what
an
I mean?
orderly?
That you took the word right out of my mouth, the thought out of my brain. Yes, that's what they say I'm sorry, I don't mean they, but like the world outside of psychiatric.
All of them in society.
All you people in
normies.
society, you normies. No, but that's what everyone thinks. Because in media, what is it? It's an orderly in the white clothes. You know what I mean? But in reality, usually they don't even care about your uniform.
I can wear this, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my uniform.
Yes. And then there'd be a problem because
like, why you need a leather jacket?
Yeah.
Tool.
Yeah. But it became a problem on our unit or on our hospital because staff was getting confused with the patients. Because you check for shoelaces. That's what became the thing after a while.
Would you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not only lack of funding, but I guess this stems from the lack of funding. But it seems like there's policies and procedures and all that type of work out the window.
All out the window. Oh my God, out the window.
But I love
Yeah.
that point too, because it's like you don't know the difference between the staff and the patients.
Yeah, it's so true.
So, and that just proves it. It's a human level of things, but that's why you need one of those little ID cards. It's like, by the way, I have keys.
Yeah.
But we all belong here.
Yeah.
So do you think the success rates are acceptable, inadequate, or promising?
Depends on how you're rating
promising,
success too.
Exactly.
Not coming back?
Like,
Then not successful. No,
well,
I'm just playing.
I think it depends on the patient too, because it's like sometimes it's just like we're going to lessen the amount of admissions in a year, or in the span of a couple years, or whatever. Like, or we're going to make sure we're going to work on med compliance or something. I think to rate success, it has to be individualized as well.
Okay.
Personally, but
So do you mean like a return rate, readmittance
Yeah,
rate? Is
yeah.
that what you mean? Or,
Well, just in general, from working there for so long, do you have successes that you're proud of that you're able to point back to?
Oh my God, yeah.
At least enough to be able to.
oh well, that's
That's
the
what I'm
coolest thing, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's a few drawings that I got that I keep and I always put up in my house, and patients that like really like taught me some things. You know, we also had, you know, like in my hospital we had like police officers, you know what I mean? We had people like lawyers, you know,
Yeah.
like people like not like
Anybody.
yeah, you don't like you
That's a
don't
good point.
Yeah, a lot of, you know what, a lot of people honestly is small business owners, like like contractors, a lot of contractors, and it would like break my heart, but people would be they'd freak out like, oh my God, I have employees, you know what I mean, like, and they'd be trying to call and get their stuff, and then you can see right there, you know what I mean, it's not like this person has any kind of, you know, he's not lesser because of his illness. If anything, that's why he can run all these businesses. You know what I mean? But he just neglected his own health for this long. So now you're here. You know, and it's unfortunate that you generally these inpatient hospitals that are easy to get into, the stabilization units, they have such strict rules, and it's strict rules with no structure. You know what I mean? So it leads for no success. You know, like, and strict rules, no structure, you know, and so when people
You can't leave the day room between 10 and 12, but there's nothing going on in it.
and you can't fight that guy who's literally, like, trying to he's doing, like, I'm not touching you in your face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's nowhere to go for anyone to go.
No
you know?
personal contact, but
Yeah.
I'm not.
You watch people regress to middle school sometimes so quickly. You know,
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
what else are you gonna do?
You
It's
can only
like,
play apples to apples for so long.
That's going to make for a great series. So tell the people that are interested in this how they can stay connected with you guys as you go further along in this journey.
you can follow us on Twitter at ProPsychPatient, and then also check the Code Green Facebook, Code Green, and then that's also at PsychPatient. The YouTube channel is Code Green, so it's YouTube/Code Green. And what's the Instagram? I'm not on.
It's
on
also
Instagram.
at all Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is at ProPsychPatient.
There it is.
Make it nice and simple to follow, like whatever your jam is. But I think the videos are going to be uploaded onto the Facebook page and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So and also Instagram, Twitter's a little bit harder to do that with. But
Right.
check it out. Whatever your social media jam is, and you'll be directed towards it.
However you stalk your
Yeah.
friends and family, just do at
Or avoid them.
or avoid them, or troll them, you know, whatever. Whatever you may do with social media.
Rope them into all of your pyramid schemes.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
no.
yes.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I wish you guys success. So definitely make sure you follow along because This thing is real. You got a few episodes written. You guys are out pitching it, trying to get this thing into production. So.
First pitch actually sent the other day, so I'm really excited. Waiting on an email back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We wish you luck in your journey. Support, guys. Leave a comment. Let these guys know if you have any questions. Engage. I know over on the Facebook you're starting to build a nice community. I see a lot of posts around the topic, which are very interesting. I read them as they come in. So
if you
definitely.
If you go to Code, not to cut you off, if you go to Code Green, the Facebook page, pretty much every day we have different articles about mental health, and different funny memes and things like that. And if you do check out this video, share it and hashtag Go Heal Yourself.
Hashtag Go Heal Yourself.
Go heal yourself.
Go heal yourself. Go heal yourself. Hey, buddy, yeah, go heal yourself.
All right, thanks for coming by. This is great. This has been another episode. Remember, check out Code Green and live every minute, love every moment, and laugh every single day. Peace. Awesome. Nice.
2.
Okay. No. You can make the right decision and do it. Do it. Does it need to be closer? This guy is an asshole. He's an asshole.
Okay.
I like that, yeah.
I don't date patients currently hospitalized or women prettier than I am. That felt weird.
Yeah.